Generally, they will ask the question on Walters model and Gordon model. Sometimes they may go on hypothesis. We are going to study dividend of Walters model, Gordon model, and theory of relevant the hypothesis problem. Net income approach and net operating income, they will give the both. Each one will got 5 marks. Net income approach 5 marks, net operating income 5 marks. Hello, my dear students. I am Dr. B.S. Subramania, called by name Dr. BSS, Professor in Commerce and Management, Vidhyaashram First Aid College, a Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. In this session, I am going to hand 5th semester BBA in favor of Advanced Corporate Financial Management. So, I will repeat, I am going to take 5th semester BBA in favor of Advanced Corporate Financial Management. So we'll go one by one what are the syllabus it contains. So the agenda is what are the syllabus are, what are the learning outcomes are, how many units are there, how many internals we are going to conduct, and what are the exam pattern. So I will repeat, what are the syllabus we have got, learning outcome, units, internal, exam pattern. I'm going to explain each one slowly. We'll go more through. So syllabus are unit 1, module 1. What's the first one? Cost of capital and capital structure theories. Unit 2, risk analysis in capital budgeting. Unit 3, dividend decision and theories of dividend. Number 4, mergers and acquisition. Number 5, ethical and government issue. These are all the 5 point what's called syllabus they frame for 5th semester BBA is considered. We'll move on. First, unit 1. What are the contents are? Cost of capital and capital structure. So in this unit, we are going to explain what do you mean by cost of capital, what are the capital structures are there. So cost of capital, meaning of cost of capital, definition and significance of cost of capital. You mean to say that what is cost of capital, what are the significance, how it reacts, cost of capital in the company, types of capital, means computation of cost of capital, specific cost, cost of debt, cost of preference share, capital cost of equity share. So we are going to read the debt capital, we are going to read preference share capital, we are going to read equity share capital, weighted average cost of a problem will be asked on the weighted average cost of capital for 15 marks. So we are going to solve the problems on weighted average cost of capital. So while you are solving the problem, I will explain what do you mean by weighted average cost of capital. So this is only an introduction class, only syllabus we are going to frame, and I will say that how many marks they take. So they will ask what is cost of capital, the theory will come. Weighted average cost of capital, what is equity share, what are the preference share, we are going to explain. Theories of capital structure, here we are going to explain net income approach, net operating income approach, traditional approach, and hypothesis problem. Here we are going to solve the problem about 10 marks. So 10 marks question, how they will ask, no? Net income approach and net operating income, they will give the both. Each one will got 5 marks. Net income approach 5 marks, net operating income 5 marks. By chance, if they not ask only hypothesis, so they will ask for 10 marks directly. So how it will be? We divide net income approach, net operating income approach, 5 marks for net income approach, 5 marks for net operating income approach. If they not ask in examination, they will ask for hypothesis for 10 marks question is considered. So this goes in favor of unit 1. Now come back to unit 2. Risk analysis in capital budgeting. What is the risk they are taking in making their introduction their capital? What are the risks to be involved? Risk analysis, types of risk, risk and uncertainty, technique of measuring risk, how the risk will be measured, what is actually mean by risk, how the risk will be measured, risk adjusted discount rate approach, certainty, equivalent approach, probability approach, standard deviation, and coefficient of variance. So here a problem will be asked for 10 marks. So they will ask, so they will give the what's called each item. You have to calculate what's called expected return with probability, without probability. Then we have to calculate what's called correlation, probability, and variation problem, coefficient of variation, and CV. We say what is CV? I am going to explain. What do you mean by coefficient of variation and how the variation should be calculated? First, we have to calculate the expected return with probability. Without probability, you are going to solve the problem. Once, then we have to find out the standard deviation. Then you have to go with the coefficient of variation problem. What is coefficient? I am going to explain while you are solving the problem. So here we are risk, different types of risk you have to take, one with probability, without probability, and find out the standard deviation. And what do you mean by coefficient of variation we are going to study, and details will be made in the while you are solving the problem. Then come back to unit 3, dividend decision and theories of dividend. Introduction. Here we are going to explain what do you mean by dividend, meaning and types of dividends, policies, dividend theories, theories of relevance. What here we are going to study dividend of Walter's model, Gordon model, and theory of relevant, the hypothesis problem. In the examination, they will ask for 15 marks. Either the Walter's model or the Gordon model is commonly they will ask. Sometimes they may go with the hypothesis also. But the most important here, we have to study Walter's model or Gordon model. One question will be asked, either Walter's model or Gordon model. Sometimes they may go on hypothesis problem also. This is important because this is for 15 marks question. We'll move on. Merger and acquisition, meaning. What do you mean by merger? What do you mean by acquisition? Meaning, reason, types of combination, types of merger, motivation, and benefit of merger, financial evaluation of a merger, meaning and significance of profit earning ratio, problems on exchange ratio based on asset approach, earning approach, and market value approach, and impact of merger on earning. EPS means earning per share, market price, and market capital. Here a problem will ask for 10 marks. You have to calculate problems here. Merger, meaning of significance, exchange ratio based on asset approach, earning approach, market value approach. Problems on asset approach, earning approach, market value approach. Sometimes the impact on merger on EPS means earning per share, market price, and market capitalization. So an important question, 10 marks question they are. So problems on exchange ratio based on asset approach, earning approach, and market value approach. Unit 5, ethical and governance issue. Introduction to ethical and government issues, fundamental principle. What do you mean by ethical and government issue? Fundamental principle, ethical issues in financial management, agency relationship, transaction cost theory, governance structures and policies, social and environmental issue, purpose and content of an integrated report. So most theoretical question, they will definitely ask for 10 marks about this fundamental principle, ethical issue in the financial management. So while you are studying the financial management, what are the ethical issues are there? How they are going to solve? All this will study in unit 5. So internal, how you conduct the internal for 30 marks. In the first internal, 30 marks question, unit 1 and unit 2, how they will split. 5th semester, they will come under what called NEP, what called education, national education policies are concerned. 30 marks. First unit 1 and unit 2 will be combined together. Second, we'll have unit 2 and unit 3 and 4. Last 5th one. So average marks will be taken. So we are going to conduct for 30 marks. Here generally 30 marks goes to 5, 10, 15. 5, 1 question, 10 marks, 1 question, 15 marks, 1 question, totally 30. So 30 marks, first internal, unit 1 and 2, unit 3 and 4, unit 5. For 60 marks paper, this is the writing paper, that is internal, writing paper 60 marks. You have to answer part A. We'll ask 7 questions. You have to answer any 5, each carrying the 2 marks, 5 into 2, 10 marks. Then come back here, part B, 10 into 2, 20. Part C, 15 into 2, 30, totally 60 marks. 40 marks for internal, 60 for paper. So 2 marks question, we last 7. You have to answer any 5. 5 into 2, 10 marks. Then part B, we last 4 questions. You have to answer any 2, each carrying 10 marks. 10 into 2, 20. Part C, we last 4 questions. You have to answer any 2, each carrying 15, 30. Totally 60 marks coverage. This is the question paper pattern we have got. Okay. So we'll come back here one by one. Unit 1, cost of capital and capital structure theories. Here we are going to get the problem on weighted average cost of capital 15 marks and 10 marks for net income approach and net operating income. If they not ask, they will ask the hypothesis. This is a very important chapter for you. Then unit 2, risk analysis. Here are going to find out types of risk. Here we are going to study and we are going to find out the standard deviation and coefficient of variation. So what do you mean by coefficient of variation? We are going to study. So this is for 10 marks. Unit 3, dividend decision, theories of dividend. Here you are going to study what do you mean by dividend, types of dividend, what are the models are. One is called Walters model, another is called Gordon model. Next is hypothesis. Generally, they will ask the question on Walters model and Gordon model. Sometimes they may go on hypothesis. Unit 4, merger and acquisition, meaning of merger, types of merger, problems on exchange ratio based on asset approach, earning approach, and market value approach. Here we are going to study merger on EPS and market capitalization. EPS means earning per share, earning per share. Last unit, ethical and government issue, introduction to ethical and government issues, fundamental principle, ethical issue in financial management, agency relationship, transaction, cost theory, governance. So all these we are going to explain while you are solving the problem. This is only theoretical part. We are going to explain in detail while you are going for what's called all these issues are considered. This is 30 marks for internal, 1 and 2, first internal, 3 and 4, third internal, unit 5. So we will take the average here, see, final marks will be awarded on average of 3 internals. Question paper pattern. So we have to answer for 60 marks. So we'll ask 7 questions. You have to answer any 5. 5 into 2, 10 marks. Then part B, we'll ask 4 questions. You have to answer any 2. 10 into 2, 20. Part C, we'll ask 4 questions. You have to answer any 2, each carrying 15 marks. Totally 30 marks. Total of this is 60 marks paper. This goes in favor of the paper. So generally the books recommended are books for reference, Ishwara Gowda P, S.N. Maheshwari, B.S. Raman, S.P. Bhu. These are very good books are available in the market. If you want, we can refer the book. Hope you understand. So thank you. Thank you very much. I am explaining very detailedly. So while you are solving the problem, we'll go very slowly, but all the chapters are easy. So we'll meet in next session with a problem. Till then, goodbye. Meet in the next session.